And speaking of champions, we've got a couple of fantastic fighters up next making his way to centering from the WMC Gym in Koh Samui, Thailand, Chuchai.
Chuchai's had 60 fights. That's right, 6-0 for 48 wins. A very experienced campaigner, I'm told, by Stefan Fox down south of Thailand.
60 fights.
He's got the place by the throat. And in his weight division, he is a very established campaigner.
Wow, Chuchai set to take on the Harry Potter of Australian Muay Thai, Aaron Leigh. Listen to the ovation for young Aaron Leigh. He is red hot and ready to go, Hammer.
Well, Aaron Leigh, in contrast, 26 fights, 21 wins. TS2 Leigh from the Strike Force Gym with Mark Too Smooth. He's in the
They
corner.
are going absolutely ape for Aaron Leigh here at the R&A Showgrounds.
Aaron Leigh, the Australian WMC title holder, South Pacific title holder, and Intercontinental WMC title holder. Aaron Leigh steps over the ropes.
Over he goes. Mark chops and peas in the corner, and let's go across to the Munster for the introduction.
Of the blue corner for Thailand, Chuchai. Fighting out of the red corner, he has won titles, Intercontinental, Australian, and where else? All over the place anyway. And he ranks his top achievement of making it to 21. He is born to scrap. Let's make some noise for the homeboy, Aaron TS2 Leigh.
Okay, we are ready to rock and roll. Hammer, we're under full Thai rules now. All the good stuff, yes we are. Knees and elbows, 5x3.
Well, recently bumped into Aaron TS2 Leigh and the crew in a Platinum nightclub with Joey Lamartina down there
Joey the morning.
on the Gold Coast. Platinum nightclub. Aaron TS2 Leigh dancing it up on the dance floor.
Harry Potter moves.
But he's moving off over to England to take part in an Australia versus England stoush over there. Picks his shooting over as well. Aaron Leigh, all the Strike Force crew shooting over to England.
Let's go.
To take on England's finest. But he's got to get over this hurdle first.
Chuchai, brother of Chewbacca. Here we go, first round, 5x3.
As always, under full Thai rules, they'll start slow. 5x3, 3-minute rounds. So you've got to conserve the energy.
Hammer's favourite 12-inch version of the Thai music in the background. Got that stacked in your CD player in the car, haven't you,
It's
Hammer?
stacked up.
Right next to Born to Be
Tell me.
Alive and Mr. Timothy.
Mr. Timothy down at Area 61 in St Kilda.
Yes, indeed.
Awesome set.
Popped into the area last week. Hammer, might I say it's looking beautiful down there.
Area 61. Hello to all the crew down there at Area 61
Yes,
in Fitzroy
indeed.
Street, St Kilda. The home of house music.
Home of house. Home of the hammer. Outside thigh kick there from Aaron Leigh. Chuchai ties him up. It's one of the coolest Thai names ever, Hammer. Chuchai.
Dumps Aaron Leigh down. Very cool, calm and composed fighter.
Names their son
Fighter.
Chu.
First of the ties out. First of the internationals here tonight on the Evolution cards. Evolution Promotions, of course, being renowned for bringing out the internationals. They spare no expense. They bring out the whole troop to fight the best.
Third man again in censoring, John Wayne Parr. And a real filling up process here in the first round for young Aaron Leigh and Chuchai. Both men trade leg kicks. Leigh goes to the outside rear leg. Chuchai, an orthodox fighter. A bit strange, most of the ties are southpaw, Hammer. Not Chuchai.
That's true. Or they switch. They switch from the more talented fighters, I suppose, can switch from orthodox to southpaw.
Crafty little buggers, aren't they, Hammer?
Masters of their trade, indeed,
Chuchai.
the Thai fighters.
Yes.
And a big thank you, speaking of masters of the trade, big thank you to all the sponsors, Nova Collection, The Willow, Aussie Tyres.
Aussie Tyres.
Down at Aussie Tyres.
Oh, Chuchai almost spilling over the ropes in the neutral corner.
Oh, Boys are getting it on. Fireball custom fabrication.
Leigh doing a check in the beanstalk on him. Custom fabrication hammer.
And Sykes Roofing and all the sponsors indeed. Mick Lappin and all the crew, all the sponsors of Evolution.
Mick in the pen.
Always getting behind the boys and the crew. Lava Bananas.
I love a banana hammer.
Lava Bananas. Those bananas, they sponsor Aaron Leigh. Let's see how much banana energy he's got in him tonight.
What's Aaron got across the front of his shorts there? Does this say Fireball?
Fireball, yeah. But it sounds like a bit of an ad for those watching, but you've got to realise the sponsors and the people that get behind the sport really make the sport, and of course the networks that cover the sport, which enable the viewers at home to watch, all make it possible for Thai boxing to keep growing in Australia as it is, and the internationals to come out to fight Australia's best. And Aaron TS2 Leigh in the corner there with Mark Pease, who's certainly one of the best we have to offer, up against the Thai. Chu Chai with Hanarong from the Koh Samui camp in Thailand.
Use the hands. Every time you fake something, go half step in, you go hands here. Boom.
Mark Pease calling for elbows to be brought into the second round. He spotted an opening and he's calling for Aaron Leigh to start throwing elbows as Aaron Leigh catches the round kick and almost dumps Chai over the top rope. Neither fighter. Aaron Leigh has had some absolute wars of late with some Thai fighters, some Thai-based fighters, indeed. So he's almost a little bit cautious tonight. He's been overcautious because he doesn't want to make any mistakes. TS2 Leigh, he needs a win and he needs to crack a big one here tonight, crack a big win and have a successful campaign when he shoots over to England shortly.
Comments from the Hammer, Mark Castanini, with myself, Michael Chavello. You're watching Evolution 2, RNA Showgrounds in Brisbane. Aaron Leigh and Chu Chai, and Chai getting airborne on the left round kick to the upper right rib cage of Leigh. Still to come here tonight, as we said, the one you've been waiting for, folks. The next instalment of Pixie versus Soren. And my man, the Butcher Hammer.
The Butcher.
The meat-cleaving carver himself, the Butcher Brett Sanchetta, up against Faisal from Sudan.
The Sudanese fighter who's actually
Thai boxing in Sudan.
Faisal's actually been around for a long time, Michael. He's had a heap of fights. He's fought Warren Elson. He's fought some great fighters. I think he's actually was a medalist in the World Championships.
Really?
Faisal has been around forever. Stepped up from super middleweight, done a Gurkhan Ozcan, and gone from super middleweight to heavyweight. The fighter from Sudan. So it'll be interesting to see how he steps up against the favourite son, the Butcher, Brisbane's favourite son indeed. And he's a gentleman inside and outside the ring. Outside the ring particularly, really nice bloke, the Butcher.
Just wait for the entrance. That's all we can say.
Always something special with the Butcher. Soren Mongontong's entrance too, something special. Again, the boys being very cautious in the second round.
Wayne Parr having to encourage the men to actually step up the action hammer. Short needed the bread basket there from Aaron Leigh.
You'll hear Wayne Parr say chok, which of course is Thai for fight.
What is it, hammer? Chok.
Chok.
As in C-H-O-K?
As in, I'll have a chocolate bar.
Ah, okay.
Chok.
Chok. Why do you have to relate it to food? You're trying to say something, hammer.
I'm just trying to put it into language that you'll understand.
High right round kick there from Chu Chai. Aaron Leigh crack away to the rib cage. Chai jumping knee off the right leg. Short range knee, left rib cage from Aaron Leigh. Neither man really getting the upper hand at all in this contest, Hammer.
You'll notice the grappling tactics being employed by both fighters. You've got to score those knee strikes. If you're sitting at home watching this, remember the knee strikes, they actually score higher than punches. So a fighter is more intent to get into a grapple and land some big knees to the midsection, try and crack the rib, take the wind from your opponent with a nice pointy knee to the midsection.
Have you ever been winded in your career, Hammer?
I think I have, especially with those groin kicks. Take the wind right out of you.
That's all they take out
but
of
a
you.
good body shot, a couple of good body shots. I mean, on screen, a good rip to the body. Doesn't look like you're thinking, come on, get up. It's just a body shot, but if you crack hard with a good body rip, it certainly knocks the wind right out of you, and you just can't get any wind in your lungs. Therefore, you can't stand up, you can't breathe, you can't fight.
It's official.
Simple analogy. I'll keep it simple.
If you have no legs, you can't walk. Steppy jab there from Aaron Leigh. High left round kick from Chu Chai. Leigh's got him forced against the ropes, and there was the overhand elbow in close. Leigh's certainly stepping up the momentum now, but still just not enough mustard to really push ahead End of the second stanza, set for 5.
Well, it's been a very cautious Aaron Leigh here tonight. He's keeping caution very much at hand, not going in all guns blazing against his opponent as he usually does. He's fighting a very smart fight, backing himself off his techniques. Chai ties up Leigh there. Leigh working off the front kick nicely. You see him just wading in, but he's not throwing caution to the wind and just going all guns blazing. Leigh is being very, very guarded, very protected and calculating in his attacks, Aaron Leigh.
Okay, we are ready to rock and roll. Third round of action, set for 5. Full tie rules, so as the Hammer said, perhaps we're going to see those elbows come into play. Once again, Chu Chai allowing himself to be backed against the ropes. Now in centering, they tie up. Good short-range knee from Aaron Leigh. Chu Chai trying to work the double-hand grapple around the back of the neck. Can't snake it on, though. Knees to the midsection from Aaron Leigh, then pulls away. Outside thigh kick to the rear leg from Leigh. Round kick to the left rib cage from Chu Chai. Straight right hand from Leigh. Moves in for the grapple. Nicely done by the young Harry Potter. Leigh might go for a dump here.
You'll notice Leigh keeping Chai very tight in. The waist clinch, attempted elbow there on the break, but the waist clinch makes it very hard for your opponent to knee, almost negates their knees. The only knee strike they can really get away are the low knees to the thighs, which obviously preserves your body a lot better. It can take its toll on your thighs. Ooh,
almost
the
a
knee.
Football punch style knee shin.
Glancing off the side of the head of Aaron Leigh. Chai very, very clever. Give him an inch and he'll take the opportunity.
Oh, big sweeping leg kick there from Aaron Leigh, and almost the late blow when Chai was down, showing no respect. Saying, come on, Choo-Choo, what have you got, son?
Well, Chai's looking a little bit weathered now. The Thai fighter's only coming in basically less than 24 hours before. He's had a bit of a
Hammer.
He's had a bit of a throw, a bit of a chuck in centre ring.
His new name's going to be Ralph. It's Ralph True.
It's not
doing, son. Can't chuck up in the middle of a ring.
Well, Chai's looking a little weathered.
Vomiting in Muay Thai.
Good. Very untidy.
Hammer stepped in it.
It's very untidy.
What are you doing, son? Get out of your own vomit. Aaron Leigh turning it on. Another crossing elbow. Here comes Aaron Leigh. The crowd rallying behind Aaron Leigh and Chu Chai and all sorts of bother. Down he goes in the neutral corner. JW applies the count.
JW possibly should have given Chai the count after he threw up, because after a fighter throws up, it basically means he's been incapacitated.
Are you serious, Hammer? You can count someone for chucking up.
If they throw up during a bout, you should issue the fighter with a count, because it shows that they've been incapacitated.
Oh, Chu Chai goes down again. The big kibosh from Aaron Leigh. This place has gone lava bananas. Another count on Chu Chai. It's all over. It's good night, Irene.
Well, the Thai fighter's been absolutely exhausted. He's basically threw up in centre ring through exhaustion.
Hammer, he ralphed his guts in centre ring. He went down twice, and that was all.
That was such was the exertion that was put out by the Thai fighter. But as I said, they've not long been landed, and he wasn't equipped to take on a very focused and determined Aaron TS2 Leigh on this card. And Chai, the Thai challenger, has gone down.
I knew he was in trouble the moment he stepped back in his own vomit, Hammer.
And he's just been totally steamrolled by TS2 Aaron Leigh, Lava Banana sponsored fighter.
I love it.
Give it up for your winner.
Aaron Leigh back in the winner's circle by KO in the third round over Chu Chai.
To present the trophy, Mick Lappin from Absolute Arboriculture.
Mickey Lappin. Another one with the Beckham haircut, Hammer. Everyone's got the Beckham haircut. What's going on in Queensland?